Hey, man, this for all y'all that keep on sliding in my DM with them questions on Instagram. Let's do a Wavy Wayne Q&A. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Wavy Wayne from Wavy.wav, and that's right. This channel is all about helping you to record and mix better and faster. So visit Wavy.wav, where I got all the tools to help you accomplish your best sounding songs yet. All right, and hit the subscribe button, man. So this video, it's gonna be fun, man. I'm gonna actually answer some of y'all questions. I get asked so many questions, at least 10 questions a day, which is cool, man. And I like to reply to as many of y'all as possible on Instagram. Hit me in the DM and in the comments too. So I'm gonna go over some of the top questions that I've gotten from my Instagram, man. I put up one of these posts at least once a week. So I'm basically asking y'all, what questions do y'all want from me on the Q&A? And then I jump on here and do a video just like this. So if you're not already subscribed to your boy on Instagram, then go ahead and go over to Wayne.wav, just the same as this channel name that you're watching right now. Follow me on Instagram, man, and jump down so you can be a part of my next Q&A, all right? So let's go ahead and get started with one of the first questions from Sousa14, man. Sousa14's question for me was, what do you think are the best ways to practice mixing when you're starting out as an engineer? Man, honestly, practice mixing. You said it, right? There are some resources online, like particularly the Wavy Seals Elite, but there's other ways. But let me tell you about the Wavy Seals Elite first. The Wavy Seals Elite, I actually provide the members of that membership group with multi-track sessions and 2-track sessions to practice on. We also have ways for you to get your mixes reviewed and critiqued by me and my mentor, 7-time Grammy nominee Adam Long. So we have a community, and also in the community too, right? So we have this community of people who are working on similar tracks, so we can judge ourselves against everybody else and what they're doing on their mixes. And not to say that one way to do it is right or wrong, but you get an idea of how many different ways there are to approach a mix and how many different outcomes you can actually come out with just as many mix engineers. You'll come out with many different sounding records. So to actually start practicing, seek out sessions that you can either practice on, either find them online, or join the Wavy Seals Elite, where we have a catalog of practice sessions for you. You can also ask your clients that you work with, right? Try to increase your clientele and offer to mix people's songs for free, or at least just to try it out. If you have engineers that you know, ask them for any session files that they can give you so that you can constantly practice your mixing. If you're working on mixing once a week, that's not enough. If you're doing it twice a week, that's not enough. It needs to be every single day for you to actually grow and see some valuable changes in your mix. So increase the frequency that you are mixing, increase the expand the genres in the different types of music that you're mixing as well. Increase the knowledge that you're consuming around mixing, and that's the best way to get better. All right, I got another question from Jay Guwap, man. Jay Guwap says, what's the fastest way to go from beginner at engineering to professionally decent? Well, for one, why the hell would you just want to be professionally decent? That's where you are coming up short right away. You're coming up short with the mindset. If all you want to be is decent, then what if you fall short of being decent? Then you're going to be ass, all right? So you want to start off with the mindset, how can I come from being a beginner to being the best mix engineer in the game? And then if you fall short of that, you'll still be amongst the greats, right? So change your mindset, change your thinking, and then go back to the first question that I just answered and do all of that. Whether you're talking about recording, mixing, producing, all of it, do more of it. Expose yourself to more chances to practice, more chances to learn, okay? Exposure and practice is the way to accomplishing this goal. Jay Guwap got another question, and I actually like this question too. There are a million different tools and plugins and engineering. How can I learn every single one effectively? Great question. You do not have to learn every single one. You don't have to be a master of everything, right? They say the jack of all trades is a master of none. The jack of every single plugin and every single DAW is a master of none. Okay. Master what you have in front of you. Start off mastering and learning the stock plugins that you have, the basic fundamentals of recording and mixing, right? Learn those, learn how the tools work and what would make you choose one tool over the other. Having that understanding is what's going to help you to become better and also feel like that you don't have to use every single tool. I have hundreds of plugins, but I use about the same 10 plugins on every single mix, because once you find what works for you, you find what works for you. So don't feel like you need to master every single element. Focus on what's in front of you. And then take that even deeper, man. Collaboration is key too, because you're not going to be the best at every single thing in every single aspect, right? Maybe you need to be collaborating with a producer while you're mixing, or have somebody else come in with you that can tune vocals better, but you know how to get that nice punchy 808, right? So you have a skill set that you're good at. Go deeper into the skill set that you're good at, and focus and drive in even more in there. Double down on what you're good at in this case, right? And then either A, find out where you are lacking and then build those skills up too, or B, collaborate with people who have those skills that you might be missing. All right, so we got another question from Susa14. What's your advice on finding clients when you've just started mixing? Wow. So a lot of what we do is going to be word of mouth, right? So you must do good work. I always advise when you just starting out to not charge. And when you do start charging, undercharge. That's one way to get more clients, is that you offer a better service at a lower price. That's one way that you can start to steal clients away from the market and get the market to look towards you. Better service at a better price. All right. That's one way that I attacked it when I came into the game. Now, there's also other ways that you can get more and more clients. You could focus on your social media, making sure that your Instagram page looks like the page of a mixing engineer, not a page of some foodie or cat lover, right? So the things that you post need to be relevant to what you want to attract to you, right? If you want to attract clients to mix for, and you need to be sharing stuff about your mixing process. Also, the clients that you have mixed for, make sure that they're tagging you, but make sure that you're also sharing their projects, right? Share whatever their releases are that you had a part in. Share that on your social media so people can see that you are working and you are building up this catalog. Let people see your growth and your climb to the top, and share everything that you're doing that is relevant to the outcome that you want, right? Again, we don't want to necessarily see your food every day on your Instagram page, and then you got one picture of you in the studio that was posted 2 years ago. How do I know that you are a mixing engineer or that you're relevant, right? So stay on top of that, posting up, even marketing. But before you get to that, just focus on doing the best work that you can and offering the best service, and people will talk about it. They're going to tell their friends, and their friend is going to tell a friend. Obviously, now I am working with clients from all over the world. But before I hit the internet and expanded to this, kind of global market, 90% of all of my clients came from other clients. Like, everybody knew each other. Like, they all knew and recommended, yo, okay, this sounds good. I like how this sounds. Who did this for you? Oh, Wavy Wayne did that. Okay, cool. Let me get his contact information, right? So then there's this whole circle, this ecosystem of artists who know each other, because all the artists know each other, and your community, they know each other. And there's a few engineers that are doing good work. So be one of those and you'll get the clients. We have another question from KCATM. All right, I don't know how to really pronounce that, but his question is, yo, I've been trying to do more analog saturation. What mic pre-emulation plugin be considered analog? Well, no plugin is going to be considered analog, my guy. All the plugins are going to be considered digital, right? Which is fine, because a lot of the plugins that we work with, they are made to emulate what analog is doing. But I don't necessarily look toward plugins for my input signal, right? If you want to get more better saturation on your recording, right, I would look for actual real mic pre's, like a 1073, or Heritage Audio makes a great 73 Junior that I really love. We got the Shadow Hills mono gamma preamps that are really great. Focusrite ISA preamps are really great to getting a great tone in first, right? So using actual hardware preamps can really set your sound apart while you are recording. And then when you get in the box and you record, there are some saturation tools that you can use that I definitely recommend. I'll give you 2 of them right here. If you've been watching my channel, you probably already know this first one for sure. It's Saturn, right? The FabFilter Saturn 2 is a great saturation tool. You can do multi-band saturation. They got all types of different saturation, different tubes and distortion you can put on there. It's a beautiful tool. So check that out, the FabFilter Saturn 2. And also Sound Toys Decapitator. That's another great saturation tool that you can put over your whole mix. You can add it to individual elements of the mix along with the Saturn. Both of these can be used on the mix bus if you're doing it right? Or you could put them on individual tracks in your session as well. So I would look toward those and processing with saturation throughout the mixing process. But as you are recording in, you know, definitely look towards getting a couple of analog pieces that you really like, a really nice microphone, a nice preamp, and possibly pair it with a great compressor, and having that chain. I don't care if you do everything else in the box. If you recording getting in, like let's have an analog chain getting in. We can do everything else in the box. All right. All right, E4 Loco 831 says, when are you making a Moneybag Yo Waukesha template? Man, look, I don't even know if that's a template that I want to make, man. I don't really like that Waukesha song, man, glorifying using opioids and stuff, man. If I promoted that, then I would be promoting y'all getting doped up and wasting your life, which I'm not all about, man. But, you know, you do what you want to do. This ain't that type of channel. Now, Moneybag Yo do got a lot of songs that I do like. So if y'all want a Moneybag Yo type template, I'm gonna need a couple of y'all to drop down in the comments and let me know. If we can get like 5 people to say, yeah, man, give me a Moneybag Yo template, then I'll add that to the list, man. And then right, next question is, when are you dropping that Rodwave template? I need that like ASAP. Man, the Rodwave template, by the time this video comes out, the Rodwave template actually is already out. I actually just dropped that Rodwave template. I'm talking in the future because it ain't out yet, but it's coming out on soon though, because I already know I got a plan, right? It's ready to go. So there's a link down in the description and probably one of these cards that pop up that will link you to the Rodwave template. It is out and available right now for Pro Tools, Logic, Studio One, and FL Studio right now. Drop down in the link and grab that. All right, so we got one more question, man. It says, can I be your intern? Man, so what's my man name? Madavi Entertainment. All right, Madavi Entertainment says, can I be your intern? That's possible. Shoot me an email. What are your skills? What are you trying to intern at, man? A couple of things that I'm actually in need of interns for would be social media management, marketing. Those are a couple of fields that I want to dive more into. So if you are interested in managing social media and some marketing stuff, then go ahead and hit me up. PR, all that stuff, man. I need all that. Yeah. Okay. Bet. TZD Musics, man. I'm sorry, I'll be pronouncing y'all names like all messed up, but T said Musics. Oh man. Can I get more how can I get more interesting stuff in my beats is the question. For one, what do you consider more interesting stuff? But one thing that I'll tell you is that you need to go out into the world, maybe take a recorder with you and record sounds that you hear that aren't in the sound packs that everybody else is using. Create your own sounds. You can do this with your mouth, with your hand. You can do a door slamming. There's a story of Phineas, what's that girl name? As a producer, Phineas, but Billie Eilish brother, right? He produced some, and he recorded a crosswalk signal as and used it as a hi-hat, right? So there's a plethora of interesting sounds all around you. Stop being boring yourself and using all them sound packs that everybody else is using. Go out into the world with a microphone and a recording device and make your own sounds and come back and sample yourself. All right. And then we got one more question from the Vibes Gods. I promise this is going to be the last question, man. From the Vibes Gods. Have you tried the Apollo Solo? If so, is it as good as the Apollo Twin X? Man, let's go over to my good friends over at Sweetwater to do a little quick comparison, man. All right, bet. So my guy want to know if the Apollo Solo is as good as the Apollo Twin X. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to look up Apollo Solo. I know I spelled that wrong, but hopefully they know what I'm talking about. Cool. Here go to Apollo Solo, man. You can get this joint for $699. We're going to hit the compare button, and then we're going to hit the Apollo Twin X, okay? I want to see both of these, man. By the way, if you're looking at copying any of these units, I am a Sweetwater affiliate, so you can actually use my affiliate link down in the description. I'll link both of these devices, and anything else, I'll just put the affiliate link, man. If you shop at Sweetwater and get any studio gear, which I definitely recommend using them, the customer service is great. You get free shipping. They got all kind of payment options for you. Use my affiliate link. It'll help out the channel. It won't cost you anything extra. All right. So we got two models of the Apollo Twin X, right? We got the quad over here for $1,600, and then we have the Duo. Now the difference between the quad and the Duo, basically, it's going to be the internal DSP. One of them is going to be 2 cores, and the other one, the quad, is going to be 4 cores. It's going to give you more processing power to use more UAD plugins. Okay, let's just go ahead and compare to the Duo version, since they are. What happened to my Solo? Apollo. All right, for some reason, okay, so I guess you gotta put them all on the same page or something, man. This is looking dumb. I don't know why the compare ain't working, man. All right, so we got the Twin X Duo. And then let's find the Solo. Okay, here go the Solo, man, with the Heritage Edition. Bet. We're going to hit compare. So they got to be on the same page, all right? Now, let's take a look at the differences here. The Twin is Thunderbolt 3. The Solo is USB 3.0. That's neither here nor there. They're just calling it different things. Form factor, desktop, simultaneous I/O. You can have 10 inputs and 6 outputs using the Apollo Twin X. You can only have 2 inputs and 4 outputs with the Apollo Solo. So again, depending on what it is that you need to do, what your needs are, that may or may not make a difference. The amount of I/O, that's fine. The A to D resolution is exactly the same. They're using the same preamps, and they actually have the same amount of preamps, right? So this the Apollo Twin just has digital inputs, which give you that extra inputs, but that doesn't have on the Apollo Solo. I'm sure that's what that is. Okay, built-in DSP. You get UAD 2 dual core processing, real-time UAD powered plugins. Let's see. Plug-in patching. Hold on. So does this not have any DSP in the Solo? That's interesting. Oh, it says with UAD DSP. So it's just not listed right here, but apparently it does have DSP. We're gonna have to go back and find out how much processing that has. Does it say? But it does have DSP. It's got 2 mic inputs, 1 instrument input, phantom power, yes. It's got analog inputs, UAD 2 solo processing. Okay, so it's got a different type of processing, UAD 2 solo processing, real-time UAD power plugin. So they're just calling the processing something different, but it does have the UAD DSP processing as well. All right, analog outputs. Okay, you got a couple more outputs on the Twin, and you also have digital inputs on the Twin, like I was saying earlier. All right, okay, USB-C 3.0, that's Thunderbolt on that one. Software, UAD real-time analog classics. You get both, you get the same software package on both of them. All right, one of them in a smaller form factor. So if your IO needs fit the Solo, I would grab that, man. But you know, there's also the Quad, which is really great if you need even more DSP and more IO. But both of these are great options. The actual sound quality is going to be the same. Only thing that's different between these two interfaces is mainly the IO and the amount of processing power that you get. Thanks for joining me on this Wavy Way Q&A. I'm Wavy Wayne from Wavy.com. Make sure you check out the website where you can find a whole bunch of tools and resources to help you record and mix better and faster. All right, y'all go and be dope.